Hola, it's Melissa here, down in Puerto Vallarta, and we are going to be talking about the connection with your food and how important it is with your body and your mind and what you need to know. So this is my friend Kim, the Well Nurse, at the Well Nurse on Instagram or the Well Nurse on Facebook, and that's where you can find her. She used to be my roommate, now she's living down the hall, so we just thought we'd jump on a call and share with you how food and how we utilize it in our life and our bodies has actually changed our lives and our moods, and how we feel after workouts, and how we just develop a lifestyle based around food and how it fuels us. So I'm going to let Kim go ahead and share a little bit about how food's changed her life and her transition and her story. So.
Thank you. Well, usually how it all starts is your own journey through health and well-being. So I'm a wellness coach, but my background's all in nursing. I didn't really feel like I was walking my talk. I was the person who people would come to for health advice and eating and wanting to know what food is great for what sort of ailment. Yet I didn't feel healthy in myself. I had some digestive issues. I was sort of a little bit moody all the time and just fatigued. So my own journey just through healing myself with foods and with cleansing and trying to just feel better. Okay, so that led to a desire to want to help other people, and through that develop like coaching programs and taking people through nutritional cleansings at the moment, which is great. So which I'm able to do here in Puerto Vallarta, which is where I'm at now.
Awesome. Yeah. No, I just started the 30-day cleanse myself, and Kim has been using it for 11 months, I think. Almost 11 months.
Yeah.
So she's noticed how much it's changed. Even in the last, I'm on day 16, I've felt so much different, like my energy, my digestion, my stomach feels flatter, no cravings for sweets and junk and things that I used to have. And it was, so I'm just excited really to see where the results take me, because after working out and yoga and trying to eat healthy and, stick to guides, even though there's those cheat days in there, it is, learning to be consistent with yourself and then monitoring how you feel when you eat those foods. There's the dead foods versus live foods, acid, alkaline foods to help cleanse your body. And what's good about this 30-day cleanse is that you're cleansing on a cellular level, so it's going to take a longer period of time. It's going to help cleanse your body so you don't starve yourself, but you're flushing the toxins from your body and restoring every cell with exactly what you need to help you get through your day. So yeah. And myself too, I guess I just share a little bit about how I noticed over the years of working out and doing yoga, eating healthy, that there's just something missing from my diet to help me even lose a little bit more body fat and just burn more energy and have a flatter stomach, actually. So there's areas of our bodies that we gain weight. So there's, those target areas that we want to focus on. And even just the energy of our minds and where it's at will play a big role in where your body stores weight. So a lot of women carry weight, even men, around their waist, which is an area about protection. And it really just depends on your body type and what works for you, where you need to focus. So mentally, just loving and caring for that area as well. Instead of talking to your body the way our self-talk, instead of talking negatively about that part of your body, just start sending it good energy, good love. Even when you're eating your food, just thinking and giving that good energy to your food will that gratitude will give that energy through the body. So it'll move that energy through the body into your cells. So you want to talk a little bit more about how to know when you need to change your diet and how to notice if your body is toxic. But how 30 days of a cleanse and altering your diet, you will notice, it'll just change your lifestyle. You'll develop habits, and within 30 days, you'll notice that you'll want to continue eating like that because you feel good. We're going to talk about how you feel when you're eating clean and transitioning through that, signs and symptoms of as you're detoxing and cleansing toxins from the body. And again, how that affects your mood. So helping with anxiety and depression, losing weight, that brain fog as well, that mental clarity, and just helping decrease aging in the body. So inflammation, all of that stuff can lead to heart disease, diabetes, all those different things. So we just want to, help give you some tips. So, so some signs and symptoms of when your body is toxic. I'll let Kim just talk a little bit about that too. Just noticing when you're, when you need to alter your diet and maybe eat a little bit healthier and cleaner, and how you might feel. So.
Well, definitely your body will start to tell you that you need a cleanse, okay? So our bodies give us messages every day. As Mel knows, like if you get just in tune with what your body needs, it'll start to give you a little bit of signs of that something isn't right, okay? So this could be some changes in your mood, so mood swings, so a not balanced state of mood. This could be changes in your sleep. Obviously, changes in your weight, and more visible ones are changes in your skin. You might get different sorts of breakouts, okay? So our skin is just sort of an indication of what's going on internally, okay? So differences in like the whites around your eyes and a glowness around your skin. But what else? The brain fog. So inability to sort of to make decisions and things like that can really be affected by what you're putting in your body, and just a buildup of toxins over a period of time. Does that make? Mm-hmm. And also cravings. Actually, that's another thing. So sometimes, like I used to be in the kitchen, not knowing what to eat, and just eating like whatever. So it's just like now your body will be able to, if it's fed the right things, and if it's clear of as many impurities as it can be, your body should naturally, and your mind should naturally want to be gravitating towards foods that are best suited for your body, and that are going to nourish you at a deeper level.
Definitely. And the more you can cleanse your cells, you're not going to just cleanse everything and flush it out at once. And I haven't dabbled into a lot of those, cayenne pepper, lemon juice, all those different cleanses for liver, kidneys, all that kind of stuff. But while you're eating healthier and cleaner, like superfoods, lentils, beans, veggie, like lots of veggies, just incorporating quinoa, sweet potatoes, things into your diet that is going to really fuel your body. You're going to notice changes on so many levels. So cleansing those toxins. You might feel a little bit sick at first as well. And so, when I started this, I felt a little bit sick, felt a little bit nauseous. I did have a little bit of cravings at first. And as I went through it, I noticed that things like even the layer of fat cells and adipose tissue around my tummy has just gotten smaller. And I know it cleanses the fat tissue around your cells. So with all that being said, I feel like my body is nourished and my cravings have decreased even within 14 days. 16 days, I guess. I'm on day 16.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't feel like I need to be in the fridge all night, and especially after I eat dinner. If I eat dinner at 7 o'clock, 8 o'clock, that, I shouldn't be hungry after if I've, ate a proper amount of nutrition. But most of us, I might be dehydrated as well, which could make us crave more foods if I'm not getting the proper nutrition. Even after, your workout, sweating during the day, depending where you're living, and, how much mental, physical activity you're doing during your day at your job. So just making sure, a lot of us don't get enough. And when you do have enough, you're not going to be digging in the fridges all night. So, and then you wake up feeling tired, and you wake up feeling crappy, and you wake up feeling bloated, and you're just like, why the heck did I eat this and this and this? And, a lot of it's probably sugar. It's going to turn into acid in the body. And then in our fat cells, that's where the, fat and acid is stored in the fat cells to protect your organs. So it stores it outside and away from them. And inflammation will develop the more acidic our bodies are. And I guess we can talk a little bit more about acid alkaline stuff too. So just keeping things around that don't have a lot of sugar, so that you have to snack on healthy things. Just don't buy it. Try not to buy it when you go to the grocery store. And at the end here, we will share a couple simple recipes to make chocolate and sweet potato brownies that will satisfy your cravings just as much. So acid alkaline. So basically, our bodies, when they're acidic, will hold those toxins even more, and then it's harder to flush those toxins, lose weight. It's, our mood is fluctuating. Our body will develop more inflammation, and that's when our joints can be achy, our muscles can be sore, that brain fog is in there because the conductivity in our nervous system isn't functioning at its full capacity. So when you start to eat healthier and transition, it is normal, like I mentioned, to feel a bit nauseous on certain days. You can have, digestive changes, constipation, diarrhea. But to notice that those will all balance out once the body starts to normalize itself and get onto a normal cycle. So some foods I keep on hand: spinach, chia seeds, almonds, eggs, lemons, broccoli, apples, beets, and bananas. Sweet potatoes and quinoa are really good as well on the glycemic index level to keep you fuller longer, and compared to white rice or white potatoes.
Definitely. And they're really the alkalinization foods, aren't they? Mm-hmm. What are sort of like some of the acidic foods?
Acidic foods, well, I love coffee, so I do know that's something that I've cut out a lot since I've started my cleanse. I think in 16 days I've had 4 or 5 coffees, but that used to be a couple a day. So I've had a few. What else? Just sugar, right? Lots of sugar.
Yeah.
Processed foods. I guess that's really just contains a lot of salt and a lot of just processed stuff, ingredients, and junk. Dairy would be acidic, right? Dairy, meat, red meat is acidic. So depending on it, if you eat a lot of meat, to notice your mood. If you eat a little bit less, try to eat less red meat, chicken, fish, and then if you can start to incorporate more beans, lentils. Broccoli has a lot of protein in it as well. And tuna is always excellent, but and then those shakes, the shakes, whey protein, milk protein gives you that extra boost as well to feed your muscles and help repair. So those amino acids in the body will help repair the protein that your body needs to rebuild. So if you are working out and you're not getting enough afterwards to replace, the stores, the fuel stores that you've burned, then you're not going to see changes after your exercise plan as quickly either. So, and same with losing weight. So if you're working out, you're walking, you're getting that heart rate up, you want to be restoring your fuel after, for sure. Banana is really good right after your workout for potassium. It helps to get lactic acid out of the body as well quicker. So,
what do you usually have straight after a workout?
After my workouts, I'll definitely get a protein shake in, and now that I'm doing the cleanse, I will have one of those. And if I'm adding extra protein, I might do less of the shake, the lean shake, and I'll add maybe half a frozen banana just for taste and a little extra smoothie-ness.
Yeah.
And a pinch of cinnamon. Cinnamon is always good to have on hand. And that's another thing I was going to mention, cayenne pepper, as well as, good on your eggs, good on a lot of different things to But it's good for your immune system.
Yeah, and metabolism.
Yeah, and your metabolism. Same with cinnamon.
It's like a fiery food, which is good.
Yeah, spice.
And that's the thing, when you're adding those a lot of those foods in, you're naturally going to you won't be craving the other like acidic forming foods. So say like, you know, in the case of Mel, she's having lots of coffee and stuff, and other people that are like one of my good friends is she said she can't get off the wine. Like she's like, Kim, I can't do this cleanse that you keep harping on about because I can't get off the wine. I said, look, do it as best as you can. And she's now on to day 5 and she doesn't even crave it. Because the thing, once the changes in your acid and your alkaline, once you're adding all these alkaline foods back into your diet, and you're fully nourished, you shouldn't be craving these. You know, you shouldn't be craving the glass of wine. And also, if your body is nourished, it shouldn't be stressed out as much. Okay, so so sometimes you might have the alcohol or sugar as more to please your moods instead of to actually nourish you. So, there's definitely a difference. And look, it's a struggle for us all. Like we're not sitting here saying we're perfect at all. Everybody goes through lots of different stages of self-sabotage. I'm not even sure we've got enough time to get into that, but it's just really good to have an idea of if it's something that you really, really want. Like, say, it might be some sort of like, sugar, it might be coffee, alcohol. If it's something that you want, or if it's something that your body wants to sabotage you with, okay? And
you'll notice too, you'll feel when your body starts to change and shift, and you're putting more alkalizing foods in it, you'll feel nauseous a little bit. You could feel the toxicity go through your body when when your body's more pure and clean. Even the coffee too. You're like, I've drinking half of them actually, to be honest too, because they were like strong, and I didn't finish them because it was just like I didn't feel like I wanted to put more in my body. If that makes sense. But and then even I noticed throughout the year, like last few years, eating more, just eating clean and less junk, that when I did go for the junk or grab a chocolate bar, that a couple pieces even would make you feel nauseous, or you'd kind of get a head rush or a sugar rush, and you just feel like there's other options. There's definitely other options that you can reach for that will crave or satisfy your cravings. And then one thing I learned as well is to ask your body, what do you want? Body, what do you need? Body, what do you want? And then you can kind of just wait for that answer, and it will tell you water, sleep, broccoli. It might need a handful of almonds, an apple. There'll be something there that will perfectly quench exactly what your body's craving. So just starting to listen to what you need, right? And one of the sayings I've heard recently was, if you want healthy organs, you need healthy cells. So to think of all the cells that make up your organs and make up your entire body, everything's functioning together. So of course, if you eat something, it's gonna like have that, have the ripple effect through the body and your mood. I was just telling, Kim did you buy 2 little chickens? And she cooked up like a beautiful stew kind of thing that was in the crock pot, and broth. And she just the next day noticed she was feeling a little frustrated. But I was just sharing with her that I've just recently had beef, which is, I think, twice now in the last year I've eaten beef, and chorizo. Now that I've been in Mexico, I get a few of those chorizo tacos too. But and yeah, this afternoon at the gym, I just felt more frustrated than normal, and I don't incorporate a lot of meats into my diet, but I still get a lot of protein, especially like boiled eggs and fish and all that kind of stuff.
So maybe you want to say what you you usually eat on a general day, like when you're doing the cleanse? Like,
Yeah.
'cause people might say, okay, oh, well, I can't eat any meat.
Yeah.
You know, whereas like,
Yeah, I guess, well, with the cleansing to do on a normal day, you would do your shake and then have a snack 1.5 hours later. Because really, it's simple. Like, it seems like there's a lot to do when you're having to eat 5 or 6 times a day, but it kind of makes it easier to follow the schedule when time goes quick. So the shake, and then 1.5 hours, maybe 2 hours later, snack, almonds or boiled egg, an apple, something around 100 calories. Later, we'll do another shake or lunch, and you can kind of change your schedule depending on your weekly routine. I mean, if you're going out, you can kind of arrange your times that you're going to have your shakes, and then another snack. And usually we'll cut up jicama or carrots, have some veggies for snack. And then dinner, you just have a normal dinner. I've, fish, a nice helping of fish, maybe the size of your palm. You're going to get like roughly 20 grams of protein probably with that, 18 to 20, depending on the fish as well. A huge, a heaping salad or greens, your roasted veggies, and then a good carb that's going to feed and fuel your brain so you can think clear. And the veggies are going to give you that alkaline, the alkalinity to help the body. So.
Yeah.
What else do you have to add about alkaline acid?
I was going to say, like, it's sort of really important that you're not sort of starving yourself. You're feeding yourself the nutrients that you need, and you're eating like regularly throughout the day. Okay, so that will be the program that Mel and I would follow. If someone doesn't have, if there's an athlete, then obviously we'll structure the program for them. But more acid alkaline. I find what
are more acidic?
So more acidic, like what so lots of everything that's processed, and lots of those high sugar, refined sugar,
white breads, or breads, kind of in general, I think.
Yeah. And I want to say lollies, that's what you say in Australia, but candies you'd say for you guys. And I was like, and just things like this. Things that you might gravitate towards, but you might know that they're not the best choices that are going to nourish your body. So my biggest tip for choosing something alkaline, whilst you're cleansing and wanting to choose better options for your body, is to set your intention and to make the decision to do it, number one. But then number two, to plan for this sort of stuff. So go out and buy lots of vegetables, have them ready, even cut them up first. So sometimes when I used to get home from work, when I was back home in Australia, I was like, I just wanted to grab anything because I was that tired and stressed out and I couldn't be bothered cooking. So I would make sure I sort of cut up some broccoli and cauliflower or something, and so it's half already sort of done, and so you can just chuck it however you like to cook it, or even have some raw. So
and then you're happier with yourself. After you've done your prep, you're happier because everything's just there, it's ready to access, and you can prep things in separate containers and then make a few different meals with it. You just have it ready there to access. I'll just make a lot of chickpeas and have a big jar ready. You'll kind of learn how much you need, I guess, throughout the week too, to not waste any, but prep them. And you just have to Google as well. We'll share tips. The Well Nurse Kim has a lot of amazing recipes that she can share as well. I need to post more of my recipes. Haven't done the recipe thing as much, but yeah.
I can even share. There's a file. There's a file that we've got access to in our private Facebook support group for the cleanse. It's sort of like foods to enjoy and foods to avoid. So that's a really good go-to that people quite enjoy. So we can share that also. Yeah. We just get in touch.
One thing that's important as well is since I've started the cleanse, I've only needed to buy so much groceries because I'm only doing one meal a day and doing the shakes twice a day. And that is counting as 56 of my meals for the month. And when I obtain or get to my kind of goal level that I want to maintain, I might go down to one shake a day, and then I'll just see how I'm feeling. But that's one thing that is a good, it's a good thing that you're not wasting the food. So the shakes are there, right? So you have the shakes that you're not wasting, and things aren't sitting in your fridge going bad, that you have access to them. They're easy, convenient, and fill you up. You feel good, you feel satisfied. And there's even some days that I've forgotten about my snacks because I wasn't even hungry, but that's something that you almost need that alarm there too.
Sure.
And being out and about, sometimes you can forget that. But that's something that rarely happens for me, is forgetting about food, because food's always on my mind, and when I'm going to eat next, and when I'm going to get to fill my tummy. So it's nice to just live, eat to live, not live to eat.
I hear you. Yeah.
And anything else to add about food on your mood? I guess some things to keep in mind, like I was saying, that gratitude and what we're feeling at the moment, or the environment we can be in as we're eating, and how we're eating, how we're feeling, the conversations that you're having. If you're not being very mindful as you're eating, if you're eating, feeling nervous or upset, then our body will not process it as easy. There'll be indigestion, there'll be upset stomach, there could be, over time there's emotions stored in there, like Crohn's disease, and those different diseases can develop later on in life. So basically what I'm saying is just, monitor how you're feeling mentally, and the body will process the nourishment and the vitamins from your food a lot better. So your digestive system will absorb that easier. The way we process our thoughts can affect that. So eating different colors, and some of you that maybe have seen my other webinars, I've talked a lot about the connection with our chakras and the colors of eating different foods. So bananas and lemons, pineapple, really good for your solar plexus, really good for your mood, really good for helping anxiety and depression, and boosting, your feel, your self-worth, your purpose in life, your helping you feel good. And I mean, there's tons of different foods that will affect the other chakras. Blue foods for the throat chakra, green for the heart, and they all match up and have different vibrations that will help to repair those organs. So there's a lot of interesting things that food,
Fascinating.
as
Fascinating. I love it.
information and DNA will, can heal our bodies. So and keep us healthy, keep our immune system strong.
If someone's got a specific ailment, can they contact you for something like that? Like say if they're struggling with their solar plexus, if they know that needs to be boosted.
Yeah, definitely. Energy work, body talk, energy work, energy healing, unwindwithmelissa.com, or you can contact me through Facebook, Unwind with Melissa on Facebook there. And we can help you guys with coaching calls as well. Kim does consulting, and we can definitely get you pointed in that right direction to choosing what works best for you and your lifestyle. And Kim, your website,
thewellnurse.net.
Yeah. Okay.
And then Facebook is The Wellnurse, and also Instagram. So
Awesome.
got lots of links there. And if you shoot us through a message via Facebook or on our emails, we can get you started in the right direction.
Okay. We've had lots of clients enjoy the cleanse. They continue on it. It helps.
Yeah.
Because you used to be a nurse, so each practice you're nursing, so you've noticed a lot.
I was sort of said my digestive issues was huge, and that affected my skin, it affected my mood, and my energy levels. So now I've since discovered my energy is balanced, my moods are balanced. I'm a lot happier. I smile a lot more, which is hugely important. I did lose over 5 kilos, which is great, and then put on some lean muscle, which is incredible. So a lot of the people that have come and experience those things too. Like one of my really, really good girlfriends has lost 20 kilos, which is just incredible. It's quite life changing for so many people. And these are people that were already healthy to begin with. So that's one thing to note. Say, if you've been green juicing, if you've been doing lots of things that that you feel should help you and should ensure that you're feeling and looking your best, but not getting the results that you want. It's really important to know. So maybe that there's something else going on, and we can chat to you about that. So because we're all food affects us all. They're all saying you are what you eat is so true.
Yeah, definitely. And the more you notice that you feel better because of your food and eating healthier and eating cleaner, the less boxed food and canned food and junk things you're going to put in there, because you're going to notice how tired it makes you feel, or moody, and it really fluctuates.
Sure.
What else was I going to say? Something about come back to me in a minute.
But like dehydration and
being dehydrated, the body will be sore, achy, headaches. A lot of people don't realize how dehydrated that they are really, and just feeling tired, something as simple as just feeling low energy, could all come from just needing more water, needing more hydration. And if you think about how many times you eat in a day and how big your organs are, like how many glasses of water would you actually need to saturate all of those all together?
That's like what I think. I haven't really thought about
think
that.
about how much if you eat a few meals a day, some snacks, like how much water do you have to like pour over top of all that to help absorb it and flush it out? People don't drink nearly enough, and sometimes I have to carry it with me all the time to drink it as well. Another great way to enjoy your water more is just adding berries in there, frozen raspberries, lemons, limes. I make like a lemon mint basil water, and if you keep them in the fridge, they last. You can just refill them a few times for like 2 days probably. The stuff will stay fresh. Just makes it so much more enjoyable. Really just staying consistent with it. So being consistent enough that you're going to see the changes in your body, instead of starting and stopping or doing a 3-day cleanse and then going back to eating how you normally do. Just being more consistent with it, and instead of always doing diets or different things that you have to starve yourself or eliminate things from your diet, just shift it to eating something leaner and healthier and greener.
And it shouldn't be like a diet per se. Like this is what you eat should be more like a lifestyle. And you mentioned that it takes 30 days to make or break a habit. So if you're doing something like that, if you're choosing yourself every single day and choosing your health and your energy and your mood, then in fact you should, after a certain time frame of doing something, it should become automatic. Okay, and then you'll notice how you feel, and then you don't really want to go back to feeling how you used to. Okay, so that's a really good thing to be aware of.
Yeah, definitely. And I mean, what Kim said, we really are what we eat. All the foods have different vibrations, and the reason, even essential oils, why essential oils are really good for our body is because they're made from plants, and our body's cells bind, they bind with plant receptors and plant cells. So that's why it's so important to eat plants and veggies and fruits. Just keeping it healthy. You'll notice the transition become easier, and you'll make better choices as you go for groceries, the things that you used to buy to fill those voids or fill any emotional, those nights you just have all your cravings and you buy a whole bunch of stuff and eat things. Those days are over. So say goodbye. And you'll just be happier. You'll feel better. You'll thank yourself, and you'll discover so many more new recipes. You might become a little bit of a food snob, but that's a good thing, because you get to choose better things to put in your bodies. But again, you can visit unwindwithmelissa.com and thewellnurse.net, and you can find us both on Facebook under those same names, Unwind with Melissa and The Well Nurse. So I don't think I have much else to share, other than there is ways to dive deeper into the connection with your organs, the pain in your body, and finding the root causes of, imbalances in your body. So get you feeling better mentally, physically, emotionally, and also come down to Puerto Vallarta for a retreat. You can do group retreats and solo retreats. So just by yourself, if you're wanting to come down, we can book something for you separately. And I will have a couple more dates for you for next year for yoga retreats that will be held after Christmas. So we will talk to you guys soon.
Bye.
See you. Thanks.